All right, everyone. Thanks so much.
Go in!
Oh, no. Get me out of this room. Man. I gotta drink something. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Garage Night, brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street. Wear the hoodie, get 15% off. Go to Mazatlan as well. Say hi to Andy. Get something there. I don't know what maybe he'll bring you free bullet chips and beans and salsa. But he's gonna do something. He's hooked a couple people up with gift cards and stuff like that. So do something cool there. Go say hi. And then went to Bordeaux Wine. We'll go to Bordeaux Wine Bar. Get $2 off your first drink. We've got the Garage Night Brothers. It's been a bit. It's been a while. It's been too long, if you ask me. Craig Bentley on the mic.
This chair's pretty hard.
Right out the gate with a complaint.
And Corey, his brother, Corey Bentley.
These chairs are perfect. Thank you for providing them, Travis.
You're welcome. Hey, if you don't like chairs, yeah, bring your own. Put some money into this. By the way, who's Zachary or Jackson Zoidhoek?
You talking about Mariano Rivero?
No, we have a new Patreon who's Jackson Zoidhoek.
Yeah, that's Mariano Rivero.
Is it?
Yeah. He spent his last $5 he had to join you.
Just 1 month?
Just for a month.
I don't think he knows that it's recurring because it's going to hit him again. He's still on this thing.
Probably will get defaulted. He probably won't get
He paid cash.
Yeah. He sent a money order in.
All right, well let's list the Patreons real quick. Let's shout them out, and then I'll tell you the message that I had back and forth with Mariano Rivera. I guess
2022.
Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Eric Madrid, Adam Kenny, Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Ira Potter, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Veronica Lara, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Dolo, and Jackson Zoidhook. The reason I said those names differently than typically is because those are like friends of the Garage Night Pod, too. They've been on. We've had them on. We're going to have any guests anytime soon? Any other guests?
Oh, I mean, we can get guests. Unless somebody else out there listening wants to come on.
Let us know.
I think I'm confident. We know people. We can get them.
Here's Jackson. Because I didn't know. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate you. Is that his real name?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was made up.
But you're not supposed to say that on here.
How do you say the last name?
I don't know how to pronounce
That's
it.
so. I
Rivera.
thought. I said, "Welcome to Being Full, buddy. Can I ask how you heard about the podcast?" No hablo inglés, amigo. Escucho la conversación de Harry Potter con Craig. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, he doesn't have a job anymore. That was his last $5. And he spent it on you.
He doesn't know that he's got more money that's going to be drawn from him. I don't think.
It'll get declined, and you just won't have a person for that month.
That's funny. Craig and Corey, it's been a bit. I was sick. I couldn't release on New Year's Eve our podcast because I was dying. I'm sorry about that.
I forgive you.
Craig is probably one of the most. What's that called when you're like?
Awesome.
No, definitely not awesome. Passive aggressive. This is Craig like telling me like, hey, you effed up. You didn't release the episode.
Like, well, you know, not the same year, but that's cool.
Yeah, no, this is Craig. This is what I have to deal with. These prima donnas. And then they just make fun of me. Oh,
don't lump
December
us together.
31st, he wrote, just a reminder, our last recorded episode was a year in review, so after today may not make sense. Ha 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 ha. Passive aggressive laughter at me. Passive aggressive, like it's like one of those people that used to do this probably back in the BlackBerry days. Or even when you first started texting, you'd say something and then go LOL. They would be like, "Oh man, you're such a jerk." LOL. And as long as you're saying laughter at the end, then it's passive aggressive and it's okay. Anyway, then he does a 2022 Happy New Year gift. I said, yeah, sorry, I've been sick in bed since Sunday, still sick. I called in all week. This has been the most brutal sickness of my life. Can't get a test anywhere. Like, this is me just like, hey, you're right. And I probably should have texted them and said, hey, I'm not going to release this.
And he didn't care at all.
And he just goes,
like, I got 4 tests and you can't have one.
I don't know how he got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gift that said Omicron on it. Like, that's insane. Like, how fast are these gifts coming out? Variant drops, and someone's like, all right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, get on. We need to make a gift for this,
We
right?
need 7
now.
different ones. Go.
I have my own gift site that I go to.
I was going to say. And then, anyway, I said, what did I say? Not for me, leaving for Vegas on Wednesday. I'm so jealous. But you went to Vegas. You were there for 5 days. You didn't catch anything, it sounds like.
No, not at all.
You
Besides
were
a good time. What?
you were coaching? You were coaching?
Do you even want people to listen to this year? 'Cause
That's the plan.
Yeah. How fun would that be to build something up just to destroy it? This is Craig's sandcastle. And he's like, hey, Corey, you want to build a sandcastle with me? I guarantee he did this when you guys were probably like 10 and 8, and he would go and then you'd build a sandcastle, and then Craig would just
you're
come.
assuming that he wanted to help build it. He would be like, Corey, go build
it,
sandcastle."
and then Craig would come running through and just
Yeah.
kick it over. This is this podcast, and you know who's going to be cheering it on? Just like, what about Bob when like the house explodes and the old people are in the boat cheering bird, bird? That's gonna be Lee. Lee's just gonna be yeah, bird, bird. He'd be so excited.
Craig promised me this all along.
The long con.
I'd like to state that you didn't get a text message from me complaining about not releasing that
Did you?
episode. So.
You
No,
didn't?
didn't get
No,
one.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
wasn't
will.
complaining. I was looking out for the listeners.
I rarely get a text from Corey at all.
Yeah, so you're
actually,
so you're welcome.
In fact, there was like, hey, can we do this? Are we able to record this? And all I got was a thumbs up from Corey. Like, he didn't put any effort into it.
I mean,
I'm here, aren't I?
if I was a podcast listener
Yes.
and it's January 7th and it's a year before in review, I wouldn't listen to it.
We had a lot of people
because of
listen
that
to it.
week. Because that week makes a
One
whole
week, yeah.
difference.
Well, Craig's be like, I moved on.
A
Yeah,
week just
that's,
happened.
That's last year.
That's so.
There's been 7 new
Dude,
variants
I didn't even know
in
what
that
I didn't even
time.
know what date anything was. I was so. But, are you? Yes. Are you? How was Vegas?
It was a good time.
And where'd you stay?
Gold Nugget on Fremont.
Oh, really? I love Golden Nugget Fremont. Now, nice.
Yeah.
And that was for fast pitch.
Fast
or
pitch tournament.
for 5 days, or did you go there?
Well,
for
we
yourself?
we flew in. Well, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, we flew in like Thursday morning. We didn't get into our hotel room till like 4 a.m. because the flight and a whole bunch of stuff went wrong. But so we had basically Thursday and Friday kind of to whatever we wanted to do. That's why I sent you those videos of what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then we played Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we flew out Tuesday. So yeah, it was definitely a long time to be there.
Yeah. And then I've done that before. The last day was at Golden Nugget. I think I stayed on the Strip for 3 nights, and then I did 2 nights on Fremont. I was so wiped out. I didn't want to go anywhere that we just ordered food in and just watched Sunday Night Football and then flew out the next morning. Like, it was just like, we didn't even want to go see anything, do anything. What did you do the last night? The last night.
We went out, walked around on Fremont.
Yeah, I got a little surprise for you
Who
guys.
let this guy
I
in?
got a little surprise for
He
you
sneaks
guys.
in like, am I here? Am I supposed to be here?
Am I allowed to walk in this door?
Come on down. This is your hard seat right here.
Yeah.
And you're gonna throw these pup.
I'm working.
You're gonna throw these people. Are you working? Yeah. You want to sit down for a little bit?
I'm off in like 15.
So you came here for
Why-
15
why didn't you-
minutes.
why didn't you wait for 15 minutes
Yeah.
to walk in the door?
say I want to play Catan with you guys.
You want to play Settlers of Catan?
When,
Oh,
tonight?
Right now?
Well, not right now. I gotta go back.
What are you doing tonight? You going to come back here and record with us? What?
I was going to, but I had young life.
I was trying to get him on here. I'm disappointed now. I was super excited like that.
We're
maybe-
editing this whole thing so you're not even here.
I thought we could have you for
Just
like
like Craig does with his
maybe
life mentally with you.
I thought we could have you for like 20 minutes or so.
Oh, if I came earlier, I got stuck at work.
But you're not at work now, and now you're here.
I'm
But
gonna get in trouble being on this.
Why?
we're not. This is after work for you.
The wrong people here. And
This is after work for you.
It's 6 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a Wheaties box of Kangaroo Jr. if you want it.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
Yes, I will take it.
So it was worth you being here.
Yeah, okay.
All right, now
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Let me know when you play Catan.
Okay.
Tonight.
First off, it's Catan. I don't know where this accent is coming in from this guy.
That's a high end.
What?
Settlers of Catan.
Okay, so he hits me up earlier today. He's like, "Hey man, listening to the Garage Night, love Garage Night." He sends me a screenshot of it. Don't tell Lee. And so I'm like, "Hey, we're recording tonight. If you want to come on down." He's like, "Oh, awesome." And then he's kind of messaged me throughout the day. Are they here? Are they coming? Are they? And so then I'm like, this is exciting for me. I think you guys have done this for me in the past. I want to say you brought in somebody and I wasn't expecting it. I can't remember though. I don't know if it was like
Doesn't sound like something Craig would do.
yeah. And so I'm thinking, all right, I got to kind of return the favor. And then that happened. He didn't say he had anything going on. And he said it's some Young Life like later on. I'm like, yeah, 3:30. Oh, perfect. What was that? Is that who he is in a nutshell?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's 18 right there.
He literally is like a puppy that just kind of wandered in.
I still haven't told my favorite story of him because I haven't got permission to tell it on the podcast yet.
From
but
him.
once I do,
It's on.
it's coming out.
Man. Well, that was fun to have a guest for 5 seconds. So what did you do the last night of Vegas?
We went out on Fremont. Same thing we did before. Just
Did
didn't
you
stay
do
out
the
as
zip
late.
lines?
No, we did not do. That's the one thing I didn't do.
You did everything else? Did you go to the toy store?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you-
There's so much. That's the thing, though. I'm not a huge, what I consider, that was only my second time in Vegas. So I'm not a huge Vegas person per se.
Yeah.
But personally, I think if I went and stayed again, I would stay on Fremont.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't stay on Fremont, a whole bunch of freak, blah. Dude, it was fun.
Dude, Fremont, and it's packed together.
It is. And what I liked, the first time I went there, we went to Fremont and watched them. And I'm sure people that have been to Fremont to see this. So they played Thursday night, we watched, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. And it was funny because it's the same set. So I wasn't there the entire time they were playing. But Spandex Nation is amazing.
What do they do? What's
It's
Spanish?
an 80s cover band.
Oh, okay. And
Probably by far the best cover band I've ever heard.
Well, that sounds fun.
Besides Black Box 90s.
Black Box
90s cover band.
If you were to get those two together,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
you would be absolutely. You wouldn't even. Would you? Let's get Black Box to Vegas.
Dude,
Hashtag Black Box
yes.
Vegas.
The other bands that I saw at Vegas on some of the stages, Black Box is way better than them.
Absolutely. Black Box is the boss. I'm going to turn you down, Craig, because you are way too loud and
He's
excited.
I'm excited.
He paid a homeless guy to give him a breathalyzer test.
Did you really?
No.
Did you really?
So defiant.
No.
It was one of the things they had going on there.
What are you talking about? Were you Ubering people? Like what?
No. It was just out on Fremont. The guy was doing it for people that were having to drive. I thought it would be cool to know what was going on.
Are you still drunk? Was the team there the entire time, or did you like get there like a day early?
So
or
we were
stay a
there.
day?
Most of the team flew in on Friday, and a lot of them flew out Tuesday because Monday night, if you waited to get tickets, dude, to fly out Monday night was like $400 some a ticket on Monday night.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
No.
So a lot of them didn't fly out till Tuesday, but most of the team got there on Friday. So we were there, a little bit before. But, the girls kind of did their own thing. They're old enough now, as long as they were in a group.
Yeah.
They could walk up and down Fremont on their own. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
That's good. I'm
So-
hoping some parents are listening on this.
Only the strong survive. So
well, I mean, they were.
Yeah, we lose one or two.
it's the weakest ones anyway.
We still got a full team.
But the funny thing about it was, so Thursday, first day I was there, I was sending you stuff because we went
Yeah.
to the Excalibur, did that.
Dude,
That was fun.
I'm
was
glad
really
that you were
fun.
able to do it.
And so we come out of the Excalibur. There's 9 of us, so we had to take 2 Ubers to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, all of us walk out of the Excalibur, and this dude comes walking up to us. He's like, "You guys want a limo ride?" And we're like, "No." We look over, and it's like Stretch Hummer limo.
Yeah.
Right. And we're like, "No." And then he goes, how many do you guys have? And we're like, 9. He's like, $90.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thinking to myself, what 2 Ubers would be?
Yeah, it's the same.
60, $70. I'm like, we're in. So, dude, he took the long way back from the strip to get back to
must have
Fremont.
just dropped someone off.
And that's the videos I was sending you. And
yeah. Oh, hold on. Time out. Not you weren't sending me. You posted on Facebook.
well, I did,
then.
but I sent you one before that.
I don't know if I got it. Did you? Were those? I was trying to figure out that whole party bus situation. I thought that was a party bus.
No, that was a
the
stretch limo.
Is that parents? Is that teenagers?
There was three parents, 6 parents, 3 teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah, because they went with us to the show.
Because I didn't know. I was like, man, they're on a stripper bus. Like I don't. Like it's. I think just nodding your head for like 30 seconds.
And I was
everything going on in the background. He's like,
yeah. You're just like.
Well, the funny thing
I thought you were like little. I thought you were Weekend at Bernie's, and someone was just had your head on a string, and they were just pulling a string
on
and
the
moving
other side.
it.
It was just a stripper.
Well, the funny thing was, I've never been in a limo. That was
the first time.
That was the first time I was ever in a limo.
Yeah.
And I was one of the last ones in. And
wait, sorry, Carrie, that you guys have been together for 4,000 years. And
no, she's never been in one either.
That's what I'm saying. I'm very sorry that it happened.
But I was one of the last one in out of the 9. And as soon as I got in, I go, oh, we can stand up. Like because the guy's like, do not touch that. Like, because you can't, I guess it's illegal.
How drunk were you?
Oh, that night I wasn't.
Oh.
Wasn't that.
He's like, that's now $190.
Yeah. So,
ginger fee.
No, but it was fun.
Oh wait, you were trying to stand up with where they had an open window?
I thought you could open that and stand up like the movies.
Like in the movies.
Yeah.
Take your head off.
Yeah, the guy's like, no, you can't do that. But
you believe this guy?
I was just gonna. My whole goal, I was gonna, because you talked about how much you like Vegas.
Yes.
The entire time I was there, I was just gonna keep sending you pictures over and over.
And you kind of didn't.
Carrie's like, you shouldn't do that.
No, I love it. I'm going in a week. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like that was getting the you know when you're about to puke and you kind of get you're kind of like you feel your jaw kind of like start to turn into a snake's jaw, like starts to unclench a little bit, and then all of a sudden it kind of hurts you, and you get that sweat going, a little bit of spit, saliva going as well, and then you throw up. I was at when you were sending me that, it was getting the neck. The neck was going. The neck and the saliva.
That's the analogy you wanted to use
I
for
mean,
excitement?
the only other analogy that I know about that would say that stuff starts to arrive before the main event, not appropriate.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah, so it was a good night.
So we're a PG podcast.
we're PG. We're 12-year-olds puking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Did you get 2 beds or 1?
We had 2 beds in the room, but it was because we booked it through you have to book it through the tournament. So it was 2 beds in our room, but they were full beds, and it was ridiculous.
And it's just you and your wife,
and then Sid in the other one.
Oh, okay. Because Jamie's so smart on this. If you're on a vacation, dude, get your own bed. Just get your own. If you're married, I don't care. Get your own bed. It's so nice to sleep in your own bed. Your own bed. So I did that. We're doing that. Going for my uncle's 60th. I'm staying for free, obviously. Me and Jamie are staying for free at the Palazzo. I played enough My Vegas on my app to get my brother his first time going, and his wife Amber a room at New York for his birthday. So
on what app is this?
So My Vegas.
Yeah.
You just play for free. It's slot machines. You can add coins. That's how they make money. You pay, but each day that you play, they will max you out each day. But if you stick with it for let's say that you know that you want to go by the end of this year, you could easily have a 2-night room for free by just playing a free
game.
And then yeah. So
interesting.
And plus, there's other things. You get free drinks. You can buy free drinks. You can buy free $25 free play while you're there, free food, or 15% off, $20 off, all that. So
the team actually liked New York. They went there, did the whole roller coaster.
Dude, the arcade there is so awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's why I got it for my brother, because there is an arcade there. He can gamble there. There's it's cool architecture there too. They did this. They did the roller coaster, huh?
Yep.
That's awesome.
That in the stratosphere.
Ah, man, I could just do a Vegas podcast all the time. And no one would listen to it, but I'd have so much fun talking about it. Corey, how were your holidays?
They were good.
Did you do anything fun?
Hung out with family.
Did you get sick?
I mean, I'm tired all the time. So all I'm doing is working because everybody else is sick.
Did any more pumpkins come in?
No. That's the Travis rule now. We did anything that comes in that looks like a pumpkin, we just send it back.
Turn it back around. There's a house down the street I just saw today that has got their metal pumpkins on the the porch railing. They've got a orange and brown leaf wreath hanging on the door, and there's a sign on the wall of the house, on the outside wall, that says "Merry Christmas." Like, they have the 3 holidays. They have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas still up right now. Like, they didn't even take the other ones down when they put the other one up.
It's a lot of work.
Maybe they'll just keep adding.
Yeah.
If you go there next week, Valentine's will be up.
Yeah.
Maybe you just have you have the holiday house, and everyone thinks you're so cool.
But yeah, you don't have to do anything. It works in your favor.
The entire time. I still got my icicle lights up, and they're staying up.
And guess what? The year after you start it, you don't have to do anything because it's all just up already. It's a perfect plan.
Genius. All right. Anyways, come on.
I've done absolutely nothing.
Just
other
worked.
other than work.
Did you-
and just lay around because I'm freaking tired?
I got you a Christmas present.
Did you?
Yes. I didn't get you anything. Well, I'll look to see if I
It's
got
not-
you anything.
My Christmas present is just being here.
Yes.
Such bullshit. His Christmas present was HBO Max had a Harry Potter reunion, and he was super excited
He was just
to watch
sitting
it.
there. Oh, this is during our Vegas trip. Hey, Carrie, can we go one more day? We'll just sit. That's why you went 5 days, was just so you could just get the free cable. Don't even have cable at home, and but you pulled up the TV guide.
It came out January 1st. I wasn't in Vegas.
He knows when it was on.
I like how you're embracing it. Before, see, we were talking about lake shirts. Have you guys ever worn a lake shirt before?
A lake shirt?
A lake shirt is where you go
in the lake.
Yeah, where all your friends are like, "Hey, let's go to the lake," and then I've done this quite a bit. You're a little embarrassed of your stomach, or your weight gain, or maybe some back hair or whatever.
Or you burn.
Well, see, you're a little different. You're a little different. You probably have to wear a shirt because you do burn.
As soon as you take our shirt off, that's how our skin is.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've burnt them so bad where you get the bubbles.
ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one time I remember lake taps all day long, no shirt. I ended up in the hospital.
Oh yeah, I think we've talked about this.
I think we have to. So that's what happens. But I get what you're saying. Go
Like, did
ahead.
a boat hit you? You're like, nope.
No.
You tell your friends later. I went swimming and went to the hospital right after. It's crazy.
This
What
is all
happened?
the sun.
Did you get hit by a ski-doo, or did you get hit by a jet ski? No.
Just got some rays.
Just got some sun.
Yeah.
Really? How long are you at? 20 minutes.
UV just hits me differently, man.
That dude, that UV hits different. Anyway, I kind of want to go get yours.
Get me a lake.
like
Is
it.
it a lake shirt?
No. You
Then
guys,
What were we talking about lake shirts for?
Corey, go kind of deep for a moment. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back.
We kind of deep about what?
Anything. Just tell us about whatever you want to tell us about.
I'm more interested in why he was talking about lake shirts. What do you think that was about?
I think maybe he's getting you a shirt,
I think it's going to be a shirt,
and then maybe it's like a half shirt.
like a Zeke Elliott, like cut off where my stomach's going to show.
Even better.
And then if I wear that to the lake, that's only half that burns is my lower half of my body.
That's the lower half, though. It'd be even worse.
And then I wear short shorts, so the burn is like a stripe, like no burn, burn, no burn, burn.
That would be awesome.
I'm back in. I really hope that's what it is now.
So if it's not, we're both saying if it's not a half shirt, just look at him and don't say thank you. Don't say anything. Just be pissed.
Be like, what is this crap?
Yeah. Just throw it back. If something that's soft, just throw it back at him.
I'm going to throw back whatever it is, no matter what.
Yeah. Obviously, he's super excited.
Yeah. I'm going to close my eyes. Tell me Is it what I think it is?
Okay.
It does not look like it.
Oh, then I don't want it then.
All right. Sitting in front of you.
I don't want it if it's not what we said.
It's sitting in front of you. You can pick it up now.
Open
You can
your
look at
eyes.
it. Okay. It's sitting right on the ledge.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. Describe what it is.
It's a Jonathan Taylor card.
And what's in it? What's on it?
What do you mean what's on it?
What do you see there?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jersey patch?
It's a piece of his jersey. Yeah, it's a relic.
Oh, that's like a half shirt.
Ooh, it is kind of like a half. At least there's something on here like a shirt.
Yeah. So there you
Very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. I pulled that in a box. It was my best card. It's not worth. It's like $8, just so you know. So I don't want
you
you.
asking me for $8?
Well, no, I mean just keep Jackson's
Give you a gift, but just remember that you're down 8.
keep Jackson's Venmo running.
Just remember you owe me like $10 whenever you can get it to me.
No, what I'm saying is value wise. I don't want you to think like like some like.
Oh, I wouldn't sell it anyway. This is priceless.
Yeah. So I want that to go in your Jonathan Taylor Colts. If I and believe it or not, if I would have got like a freaking Gainwell one, you would have got that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anything actually. If Justin Hurts, I would have got it for you,
That'd have been awesome.
or Jalen Hurts. Justin Fields, I
I
wouldn't.
don't know why it would have been awesome. He's not going to be the quarterback next year, probably.
Hey, whatever.
You think?
Hey, did you guys team make playoffs?
I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about
Oh,
that.
what can we
Boom.
please?
I don't want to talk about it.
Please
Do
talk
we?
about
We don't
it.
have to talk about what happened.
Can we please talk about it?
Nobody got fired. I don't know how.
Oh, Carson Wentz will not be playing there next year
You're going to pay him $14 million not to pay, not even to be
because of that. Well, here's the thing that sucked, and I saw it as soon as it started. I thought they're not going to play Jonathan Taylor like they normally play Jonathan Taylor because they're in their mind they're going to want to save him for the playoffs. So they're going to do more passing plays right off the bat, and they did more passing plays right off the bat. And I was like, "Are you guys got to establish the run?" And you have Hines, and you have that other dude. It's like run. You guys are way better at running the ball, and then that opens up Pittman. That opens up T.Y. Hilton. Kind of had a comeback year a little bit. Like you've got Jack Doyle's even been around since 1912, and he's still catching balls. Like run the frickin' ball.
Yes. I agree. I was not happy. And the problem was that there was times where Wentz looked serviceable. He looked fine. He had good stats. He hasn't even thrown an interception in an away game until then.
Yeah.
But the problem is his decision making in those when it matters was so poor
So bad.
that you can't, if you put him out there again, like you have to adjust fully that you can't let him have those choices.
I was rooting for the Jaguars though. And the reason was because of the whole
You wanted a tie,
the tie.
which didn't happen anyway.
Didn't happen, and so I'm sorry.
So you got to watch the Steelers backdoor their way in and get blown out.
Yeah. Big Ben. Big Ben. Big Ben. But anyway.
It's going to be an interesting offseason. Because the one thing
What do you want to see
the
happen?
one thing I will say is Irsay
Dude,
was
maybe that
pissed.
first round pick you got, you could do something with that.
Yeah, I'll give it to Philly and let them choose somebody that doesn't work out because they can't draft well.
They are. They are terrible draft.
Irsay was pissed.
Yeah.
And he put out statements saying we're going to make changes. He made them sit down for like a 2-hour like interview between the GM, the coach, and him right after. And that doesn't happen like right after.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm waiting to see what they do.
What do you want to see happen? Not prediction. Don't predict. What if you were Irsay, what would you do?
The problem is it's not feasible for the cap
Sell.
to replace your. I like him as an owner, so I wouldn't tell him to sell. You need wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You need cornerbacks. Your defensive backfield was
Their
absolutely
wide receivers
terrible.
are good though.
My past Pittman, T.Y.'s retiring.
Oh.
Who will name another receiver?
Hmm.
Past Pittman and T.Y.
Marvin Jones Jr.
He's on that team. What team
No.
was he on?
I think it was on Jaguars actually.
Yeah. Name
I
another.
think he actually scored in that game.
Kenny Galladay in New York.
They were starting Ashton Doolin.
Yeah.
So you need receivers. I would like to see another quarterback, but cap wise, who are you going to get that's better? DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
Who's going to start a quarterback?
Yep.
Yeah. He's got a big arm.
Debo Samuel.
So it's hard. You go after one of the big names, but then you're going to have to pay them plus pay 14 to Wentz.
Yeah. Wentz sucks. Draft a quarterback at this point. Just draft a quarterback.
They don't have a pick till the second,
And
so
there's
it's going to
no
be the second tier. It's going to be the
quarterbacks this year.
second
I
tier
don't
of the
care.
quarterbacks.
Get one. Go find one.
The second tier is like normally that's like the fourth tier this year.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, round 3, Super Bowl champion.
We'll just go out and find 6th round Tom Brady.
There you go, 6th-round Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm very.
Carson Strong out of Nevada.
How many people were blowing up your phone during that?
They know not to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, because they know that you're sitting.
They know
there.
I'm not going to respond to them, so they don't even choose to do it.
And did anyone try to like? Hey,
I think there was a couple texts, but they know I don't respond to it.
Yeah.
I sent him a thing saying there was going to be a tie in the night game before the Colts lost.
He did.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it was a bad football ending for me.
It was really bad.
I lost all my fantasy games.
Oh,
I had 3 games for semifinals to go to championship games. Lost all 3 of my leagues in the semifinals, and the Colts lost. That's how my season ended for football.
I won a championship. I beat Joe Brassard in my league. Second, the other league I play, high dollar one, I got 3rd. And then I got 3rd again in the family league, and I got into the toilet bowl in Edrid's league, and I lost that. But overall, I had a very decently successful fantasy football season. How did you do?
Negative. Shit the bed.
At the end?
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just pooped your pants.
Yep.
I just farted farts
Basically.
out your butt.
Basically. Yes.
He got screwed by his own rule.
Oh, no. What was his own rule?
Well, this was the first year that we did where the first place team gets a bye, and the second place, third place, fourth, and fifth
Play for a while.
play for wild card. Right? I finished second in the league,
Is it
and
one
I
week?
lost that round.
Is it 1 week
Yes.
or 2 week?
week.
Just 1
no.
week
High score.
Who was it?
Who went in?
Who hurt you?
Brady.
Brady.
That was the week the Bucks were horrible,
Oh, against the Saints.
and he got dropped out. So there's 4 of us that went.
So
on
I
to
didn't even
play.
make like the actual playoffs.
So you just
Second in the league, but the highest score in the league, and I didn't make the playoffs.
are you making rule changes next year?
You know what? I actually kind of enjoyed it. It brought more people into playing later in the season.
Okay,
Even though it screwed me, I still think the rule's good.
good. That's maturity right there. Speaking of maturity, Jared Skelly messaged me.
Was he bragging?
The young Con just messaged me about 8 minutes ago. Said, "I want to come back and share all my ideas with you."
Okay.
Which I feel like he probably
5 minutes.
sends
Yeah.
this text out. Is just a copied text, like
To
he
everybody.
to anybody. Like every day, he probably
The
sends this
first
to,
response, yes. He's like, "Oh, I'm in."
to anybody. His boss. I want to come back to work and share all my ideas with you.
Tell
To
me
his
He
wife.
can come back and share ideas if I can tell the story he told me
Then come back.
on the next episode.
Boom. Did you see that? Well, let me pull this up. Jared Skelly. But did you see that Eminem,
The
Snoop
halftime
Dogg?
trailer?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that trailer looked good. All right. Questions for Garage Night.
Scary Skellies?
Scary Skelly's is now moving into the Garage Night. You ready, Craig?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
Jared Skelly. Questions for Garage Night.
Two-time champion
Number
in a
one.
row.
I recently came into a bit of extra money.
Smart ass.
Craig is just shaking his head, eyes closed. Jared just shaking, just like I wish I was back in Vegas.
No.
No,
That was
Wish
too
wish
long.
that homeless guy had his hand in my mouth
wish-
again.
wait, did he actually have a breathalyzer, or did he put his finger in it and pretend that it was?
It was just like temperature thing.
Bend over, sir. I'll give you a reading.
Then put it
It
back
was-
in your
It
mouth.
was testing for temperature for COVID.
Sir, you're clean.
I recently came into a bit of extra money and have decided to make a purchase of a new set of golf clubs. Any tips on getting fitted, locations, and brands?
I suck at golf, so I will give you no tips, and I will probably be one of the people that if you play with, you might have a chance to beat.
Don't get the PGX or PXGs or whatever they are. Those are the Lululemons, scam ripoffs, and my friends have been burned by them. You think that you're going to have more power or more control, but less power. It doesn't work out. I do have friends that I can pitch this to, like if we bring KP on or a Mike on the mic or someone like that, get Jaron Jokel on here. Shout out Jaron. Once I'm running into Jaron everywhere right now. Craig, what about you?
I would say you sound like you want to hit a home run by buying a bat. The bat's not what the problem is. So I would not get fitted, and I would not spend the amount of money to do that.
I would get fitted. But
yeah, look good, play good.
Yeah. All right, number 2. Number 2. For a rookie keeper, would you keep Jamar Chase and give up a 5th for him? Or would you keep Jalen Waddle and give up a 12th? Obviously, Chase has the wow factor, but Jalen Waddle was consistent.
First of all, we've talked about this. You have to give up a 10th for Waddle no matter what.
Yes.
So that you're already wrong. And second,
you got to move up 2.
Well, it's 10.
No, you got
10's
the minimum.
10 caps, whether you get him in the 15th round.
We talked about this. Chase would not be there in a 5th.
Chase all day.
And if you keep Burrow, which that's also a possibility you're going to do.
He's not going to keep Burrow.
Then I would keep Chase.
Well, you should keep Chase.
I would keep Burrow.
He's not going to keep Burrow. He has Taylor.
So I would keep Burrow.
He's not going to keep Burrow.
Dude.
Why?
I was trying to help you.
He has Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor?
Yes.
So then, so he's got Taylor and Jamar Chase. Did he win the thing?
Yes.
Dude. Who else did he have? He has Waddle too?
Yes.
Traded and got
and he got Rodgers was his quarterback.
Oh my gosh.
So he's going to keep Chase.
He's going to keep Chase.
I'm going to draft Waddle next year just for his touchdown celebrations. You're not going to get him back if you don't keep him. Just saying that.
We went from super intense yelling at each other to like a nice calm conversation.
Well, you know
about
what?
it.
Craig's face just like really calmed me down.
I am a calming person.
You are a calming person.
I looked at him and I was like, I don't know why I'm so angry about Jamar Chase. Yes.
Can I finish reading what he said? I didn't realize that he still had other things to say about Jamar Chase.
Oh, does he have more?
Take away the redonkulous week Chase had, and they are within 20 points for the year in our scoring system at least. So, listen, I'm going to say this like I say to all the people that ask me for advice, which is quite a bit. I think you've already know your decision.
He said he wasn't going to cheap Chase.
He wasn't?
He didn't think it was worth a 5th.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, Chase is going to be gone.
They're within 20 points of each other.
But can he keep Waddle again?
Yeah. Your rookie keeper can transfer over to your regular keeper for 2 more years.
Okay, here's what I would do. I don't care about Waddle at this point because right now Brian Flores is out as the head coach of Miami. Whoever takes over may keep Tua or may try to trade Tua. You know for a fact that Jeff Burrow,
is that his brother?
That's his brother.
Jeff Burrow's going to go down to Miami.
You already know.
And outduel his brother.
That Lamar Chase and Jeff Burrow are going to be on the Ohio Bongles for another Ohio State Bongles for another year.
If they're within 20 points of each other, I get why it's a harder choice. How much is a touchdown celebration worth to you? And how much is it a new coach going in there, possibly a new quarterback, going to make Waddle better?
I've literally blanked on Burrow's first name.
Joe.
I
Joseph.
call him Steve. Steve Burrow. But you got Jamar Chase. I would say you keep Jamar Chase. You have to. Waddle, you don't know if he's going to get – what's the offensive scheme going to be? He's a good player, but you bring in somebody that like you'd think OBJ or like you don't know who your quarterback's going to be. but
Who's going to have the sophomore slump?
Jeff Burrow's going to be there.
Who's going to have the sophomore slump?
Sophomore slump. Look, Jamar is not going to be as good, but you still got to go with it. Cincinnati is.
I think T. Higgins is a guy. T. Higgins looks good too.
I think Joe. I don't know. I'm going to call him. I did this with George Kittle. I did this. I called him at once, and it was stuck in my head. And that was like 2 years ago. And I call him Greg Kittle all the time now. I think Matt Hasselbeck did it actually at one point on a.
Are you blaming Matt Hasselbeck?
I think
for the
it
reason
was.
Why you pronounce it?
No, I did it before him, and now it's going to be Jeff Burrow for the rest of his time. But anyway, thanks for hitting us up with those questions.
Yeah, the only ones we got, I'm assuming.
The only ones so far that we've gotten.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
No questions this year so far from listeners.
I would love questions.
This long year we've had and no responses.
Did they not listen to our 2021 in review
I know.
2 weeks after 2021? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Seth Loop did. Seth Loop, shout out to Seth Loop. He told me he listened.
He listened.
He appreciated
He
the,
said it was mediocre at best.
Is that what he said?
I don't know.
Oh. No, we did shout those guys out quite a bit. This was exciting today for me as doing the podcast for 6 years-ish.
having us in for a second year.
That was you, yeah, to get you guys on here. Thankfully. No, to check the stats. I just pulled up the stats today. I don't look at stats that much anymore.
It's every Thursday.
When nothing's going on.
That's Friday. He keeps his own stats after Thursday.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Friday's stat day.
That's okay. So here's it. No, I can't tell this story, but
Why not? It's your podcast.
well, okay. There was a
Would
point.
Jamie approve?
No, probably not, but she won't listen.
Do you keep a chalkboard? Like mark it down so she sees it on Friday mornings?
What are you talking about? No,
And then you just write, "You're welcome."
But anyway, she was reading a book, and I didn't know that every time she'd go, she'd go upstairs, she'd want to read, and then and here comes me afterwards, kind of like, "Hey, what's up, guy?" And she never was like really responsive as responsive to that. Not saying things did happen, but after the book, it was like, and then I found out today that the book was just like this, just grotesque. Like there was just a lot of like bad stuff going on in it.
So she'd be reading the book, and you'd walk in like, "Hey, what's going on?"
And I realize now the mask and hammer was not a good thing for me.
It's time to role play.
When I dressed up like the Hamburglar, she really wasn't into it.
Really?
No.
I think that should turn anybody on.
I think so too. We had over 1,000 downloads in one day. 1,000 downloads and streams.
Sounds like a bot.
Doesn't say.
No.
There ain't 1,000.
I mean,
people out there.
I was telling people in Vegas that they needed to listen.
It wasn't you just walk around and
No, I did one night. I had my sweatshirt on. I had
One
pretty-
slurring. Little bloody calf.
Hey,
Hey, listen, I'll do one more
I actually had-
If you put your hand in my mouth, if you listen.
I actually
One
had,
hand in my pants, one hand in my mouth.
I had a pretty good conversation with these guys from the Air Force that they wanted to know about Full Buddy.
Really?
It was a conversation that I got grabbed because I was hanging out too long.
The
talking.
TSA?
Were
No,
you?
we were right by the tables, right by a crafts table, blocking, sitting there talking, blocking.
Were you using
people
your
walking.
hands?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, he was feeling it.
But okay, so we had 1,000 downloads, and then, but here's the thing: what happens is sometimes, and we're at that point where we've got over 400 episodes, that if 1, 2, 3, 4 people just happen to hear about it, or maybe those guys did, and they hit download, it hits all of them.
There's no way those guys listened.
Well, maybe
There's
not them.
There's no way that he sold that in that conversation.
Oh yeah. What if they downloaded just to see if I was full of
If
shit?
you were
To see.
if you were in Vegas and you're in the Air Force and listen to a drunk guy ramble on, message the podcast and let us know.
Please let us know. 49,915 as of January 21st. We should beat that. We should be at the 50,000 mark when this airs.
Party?
I don't know.
Can you tell like if somebody
who the 50,000?
Who the 50,000?
No, I can't tell who it is. No.
Could somebody tell? Like,
No.
That would be fun.
You need to set it up so it pops up like on their thing. You're the 50,000th.
Yeah, let me email Spotify or Apple. And hey, could you at the 50? If this person's the 50,
There's like 50,000.
yeah,
maybe
did you just start last week?
Yeah, maybe a 50 million will give you something.
We're actually doing better. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good for where we're at with our demographics and everything. I'm happy. Thank you for the listeners. We're gonna shout out. We're doing shout outs now. I want to shout out Jared Skelly.
Why?
Because he brings the passive-aggressive, underhanded compliment heat. I fell into some money recently. I mean, that's just gold. He's just rubbing it in your face. Who was the championship with between him and
Brandon?
And then you were third, fourth?
Yeah. I took fourth.
Also, congrats to Brandon, too. Shout out Brandon. But shout out Jared. Shout out all those guys. But Jared, thank you for bringing the heat. And guys, if you are a Patreon, gals, if you're a Patreon, you get priority in questions. If you want to have a Holly hounding and then I
a what?
Like a hounding, like she's got questions.
Oh, I thought you said pounding. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's disgusting.
Wow.
That's what you said.
No, I mean like that's a disgusting thing for me to say. That's not disgusting.
Somebody's tongue tied.
No, what I'm trying to hounding is like Holly hounding. She's like trying to ask, where are your guys' brains at?
What are you bringing me into this for?
You said you thought it was pounding.
No, I didn't even say a word. That was him.
Corey Bentley said
this
it
is
was
like
pounding.
childhood.
It was him.
This is like childhood all over again, where I get blamed for his shit.
Yeah, he wrecked your sandcastle
Yeah.
that you built for him.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So Craig's trying to get this thing canceled. He's trying to get sexual harassment placed on me. He's trying to
If
get
we
HR.
didn't get canceled
I'm going
already,
all out this year.
he already stands and does stand and stuff. There's been a lot of things.
There's been a lot of weird things, but I haven't talked about a listener or someone who's a friend of the podcast and been like, we can do Holly's pounding.
Cut that part. Just cut that right there.
Again, he said the same thing.
And now you can send that into the Apple and Spotify and let them know.
Hey guys,
This is Travis.
for our 50th one,
This needs to get canceled before they get to 50,000.
That's what the cut is for the promo. This is Travis Kenny and Holly's pounding.
did I say my
Welcome
name?
to Full Body
Did I
Cast.
say my name? I don't think I said my name. All right, Craig, who's your shout out?
I'm not doing shout outs this year.
No, you are doing shout outs this year. What's
Do
your
a
shout
shit
out?
out.
I'll do a shout
Shout
out.
out the guy that stuck his fingers in your mouth. What was his name?
Any shout outs?
No. Okay, no.
You just
Oh
put-
yeah. You know what? This hasn't happened. It just popped in my head. I'd like to give a special shout out
Yeah.
to my good friend.
Yeah.
She'll be missed. Betty White.
Okay, don't get me going on the Betty White crap.
He was sad. He texted that day. Just as he
crap.
texted.
Don't get me started. It's a trend. Oh, Betty White. Oh, Betty White. Oh, Betty. It's sad that she died. Okay, don't
No.
get me wrong.
He texted.
I was Betty White.
How-
Well liked way
No.
before she died.
No.
That's my new team
Oh,
name next year.
no.
Oh no!
Can't say that on air
no.
though.
Were you last place?
No.
Oh.
I chose that.
Oh no, that's even worse. That's
And-
even worse.
And R.I.P. to Meatloaf and Louis Anderson. I got those texts today too.
Meatloaf, Louis Anderson, Bob Saget.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, no offense to anyone that's a Betty White fan, but I feel like that was a trend to be like, oh, Betty White's old and such a
and
I think a lot of
savage.
I think a lot of people
I agree
really
with
loved
you,
Betty White
but
though.
I agree with you that people are doing that. But I am not that. Ask Corey. Even when we went on the trip, we were looking up gold. I was a Golden Girls
Golden
fan.
Girls. Yeah, okay. Now that's okay. I'm cool with that. If you're a true fan, but some people just jump bandwagons on stuff, and I won't stand for it.
That's fine. I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
way
right.
to honor Betty White.
Yeah.
Way to keep
Yeah.
her from people
Yeah.
bandwagon.
Sorry you're shitting on my shout out.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
Yeah.
Corey, shout out.
I will shout out Mariano Rivero for
The $5
the
for 1 month.
$5 he gave, because I know that was a lot for him, and I know it meant a lot. And let me know how our cards are doing, because that's been an investment and a year in the making.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. A lot of the people that I'm watching right now are getting their slabs back and graded, and it's not going the way they thought it was going to go. But they're also, for those that do get the gem mint 10s, money. At least like 100. At least 100 for some of these. You pair some like 3 cards together, some rookie cards, some Dylan Carlsons and Alec Bombs and stuff like that. And
That's all gibberish to me.
That's
I'm
like-
a silent partner.
that's like 100, you probably do like
Gave 'em the money.
$210 for like 3. Just package them together. Don't try and sell them separately is what I'm trying to say.
I'm a 20% minority owner in that business.
And shout out to Jackson. Jackson, I don't know if you know this, but I just got a Juan Soto like a refractor rookie card I won in a line, but already sold it. I paid $15 and got it. It's probably around $140 right now. Sold it for $100.
And so
Quick sell.
I just got a Jonathan Taylor jersey card for $0,
And it's like $6,
and it's worth
$7
like
or $8.
$8.
Yeah, $8.
So,
So there you go. I wanted to keep that one because I am a fan of Jonathan Taylor, but he's just going to be ruined in the Colts because the Colts can't figure out how to win. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening.
that's how you're gonna end it.
John Taylor's sucking.
We'll see if I show up again.
Yes, the plan is working.
Is that your plan to replace me? In
Who did
this
the
year?
Eagles-
Replace you? Why would I replace you? I
Who
could
did the
never
Eagles
replace
lose
you.
to? Was it Tampa Bay?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by a lot. They
Those
shouldn't.
are garbage.
They shouldn't even been in the playoffs.
I was actually in an Eagles bar in Vegas. I actually found one, and it was bad. Like they got beat so bad, it was like the air completely got sucked out of this entire bar. I've never been in a bar with that many Eagles fans. It was not a good morning.
Was it like the stadium when he threw a pick and the Colts lost to the Titans?
It wasn't that bad
Yeah.
because that made them not make playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. He never threw an interception on the road,
Yeah,
but he threw
but
a few at home.
At home, it was witnessed.
Hey, but you know what? Those cleats look good, and I guarantee on that wild card football game, those Colts cleats on the sideline, they were looking fresh.
They were probably shined. They were
super shine. So at least you have that.
They weren't in the wild card.
Oh, you're right.
That was season 8.
But thanks for. They probably had their cleats ready to go.
That's the joke. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week.
Send some questions.
Send questions and questions and some frustrations. And Holly, hound us.